Okay, wait. Oh,
Sorry.
okay. Um. So, hey, Raven,
Starfire.
and today we'll be reviewing the season premiere of Legends of Tomorrow.
Season 7, episode 1, The Bullet Blondes.
Yes. Oh my gosh, loved it.
Yeah, it was. I liked the whole 1925 thing because obviously I love vintage stuff. And like any past, um, like things that are set in the past, like period stuff. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, so I liked
Yeah.
seeing them dressed up, like when Ava and Sarah went into
Right, I loved that. And yeah. I also love the whole like idea of uh of the circus, you know?
Mhm.
Circus.
I like how anything that's like circus based always tends to take place in like the 20s or the 30s and things like that. I don't know. It just seems like it. Like the new Dumbo movie
It
and like
does.
Water for Elephants and like the Greatest Showman was like the
Mhm.
19th century. But like I don't know. It just always is definitely very period based, like with it
Yeah,
being
I
the
think that's because that's when the magic of it was still alive.
yeah, that's true.
And
Like
now it's
that's
just like, oh look, it's a bunch of idiots and like
yeah.
an elephant.
Well, because back then, I mean, that was like a big form
Back
of
to,
entertainment because there
right.
wasn't television, there wasn't like technology and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. So that
And
was their
people weren't as
way.
accepting as they are
Right. And so it was kind of their way of like going out as a family and like going to see these people perform and things like that. So,
Mhm. Yeah, and like I said, people weren't as accepting as they are now. Not that we're totally accepting of everything,
mhm.
but like we don't poke fun at like, like, oh look, there's a short person, aha, 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 aha. Like, that's
Yeah,
not entertainment for us
not really
like it
anymore now.
was back then.
Yeah.
And I think that back then, like, people who were like looked at like that were like, they made something of themselves. They gave themselves some sort of special thing
Mhm.
that would be there, rather than just like, oh look, I look like this.
Right.
It's, I look like this but I can do this,
Mhm.
right?
And I
But
think that's what The
now,
Greatest Showman really showcased.
mhm,
Was that like these people
right.
are considered
And so it's just like,
freaks, but they're.
right, but in reality they're just normal people.
Yeah, but they
And
have these talents
as,
and they can do
yeah,
these things and they're amazing.
right.
Like, yeah.
And as a society, as we've matured as society and first world countries and stuff like that, like we've like established like, it, that doesn't make you a freak.
Yeah.
You know,
It's like
like,
embracing that uniqueness
yeah,
about you and using
exactly.
that
Yeah.
in a way that is
But now, since it's not something that's as like abnormal, we don't really go, oh my gosh, this is like otherworldly. Let's
right.
go watch this. It's just
Yeah.
like, oh, that, like, I don't need to see some strong dude use a hammer and hit a thing
Yeah,
that goes
like
up and
it's just
down.
it's just a
Like,
normal thing. It's not something
right,
that like is looked down upon necessarily. And I mean,
right. And
we
it's
don't
not some big, oh my gosh, they can do this anymore. Because
yeah.
like everyone can do whatever they want.
Hmm. And we don't really see a
Like, it
lot of
doesn't matter
circuses that
what
much
you are,
anymore
what you look like.
anyway. I mean, they're kind of gone at this point. Like we don't really see
Mhm.
circuses anymore. So
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's why they generally focus on that time period, is because that's when the magic was there, you know?
Hmm.
Like I've been to a circus and I almost fell asleep. I was bored.
I've never actually been to one. I've just seen them done on like movies and shows.
Mm.
So
Yeah, I mean it was interesting watching like the trapeze stuff, but I mean basically it's like, oh, I'm watching the Olympics without the Olympics. Like I was just like, uh-huh.
yeah, I
Because
think
you
the
know, like
trapeze
the
type stuff
bars
is more
and
interesting. Like
yeah,
when you know when people use
right.
the silks and that kind of thing, and like the
Mm,
trapeze stuff, I think
hmm.
that stuff is a lot more entertaining and fun to watch than seeing a bunch of
Right.
people on animals and like these big elephants and things like that.
Oh look, they're doing a handstand on
I just
an
don't, I don't know.
elephant.
I just don't really find that entertaining.
Right. Exactly. It's not.
But J. Edgar Hoover apparently is immortal.
He dead, but like,
Nate killed him.
yeah, yeah,
He's
killed
like,
him.
I don't miss twice, and then he gets shot in the head.
I had this twice while you didn't miss.
Because the bullet bounced off Nate.
Yeah, I mean, you hit the head, just not the right one.
Yeah. And then Ava's freaking out, and Bayrod's like, "Did we break Ava?"
Yeah, like, oh,
I will admit though that Nate and Bayrod looked good in those suits and those fedoras though when they were standing outside
they
the bank.
did.
Like,
Not gonna lie,
they
yeah.
looked really good.
Mm-hmm.
And Sarah and Ava looked great in their outfits too. I
Yeah.
loved how Ava was like full on 1920s with the short hair and like the hat and like everything and the dress, and
Dude, she full on did look like a grandma. Like, come
she
on.
looked like those silent picture stars or those like flappers that you see back in the 20s. Like,
No, before that, like when
oh
they
yeah,
were first started playing Hoover,
yeah.
when Nate, like she like, I look like a grandma, and Nate's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, you look like a grandma. Like, I mean, come on, that outfit.
Uh-huh. And
Good lord.
I really like too how
Ugh.
the friendship that's developing between Spooner and Astra. Like it's really nice
Yes.
to see them.
I love that they're continuing that.
Yeah, to like see that, because like Astra said, she's never had somebody say that before, that like they're her best friend, or they consider her their best friend. And so
I mean, technically neither has Spooner, like,
yeah,
but she didn't say that.
right. So that's nice. I like seeing that between them, and that
Yeah.
she has somebody. I mean, yeah, all the legends support Astra, but like that she truly has somebody that like will always have her back and like will just be there for her. And
right,
it's just nice to see that develop. So
it is.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know what to think of it. I just, like, so a lot happened. This is always how it is with legends. Like, a lot of things happen, but then we never have that much to say about it.
No, but the ship exploded from another ship.
Right?
Like,
I mean, what was that about?
They were like, look, we saved the day and everything happened exactly as planned and nothing's gonna go wrong. Nothing's gone wrong. They walk out of the ship, boom. Oh.
Yeah, they're just like, woo, this is gonna be a great day. And then all of a sudden a ship comes by and just blows up the Wave Rider.
Right? But it's like a Wave Rider blew up the Wave Rider blew up the Wave Rider.
Maybe it was another version of the Wave Rider from another universe.
But they blew up the docking bay in season 1, so there's no more time ships out there. There's no other Wave Riders because they blew up the docking bay, Remember season 1? That's why Captain Cold died.
I don't remember that. That was season 1.
The Time Bureau, they're not the Time Bureau, whatever the fuck, the Lords of Time or whatever they wanted to call themselves. They're like, rip, fucked up, and shit needs to be fixed. None of this, we're gonna erase this from happening because we were actually helping Vandal Savage fuck everything up.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't
And
really
so-
remember a lot of season 1 because I watched that so long
Right.
ago. So
Right. Watched. It's probably one of, besides like because they fucked up Hawk Girl,
hmm
and I will never forgive them for that. Like ever.
yeah.
Ever. My heart and soul.
Well, at least you have
ripped from
Hawk
me.
Girl on Justice League.
Yeah.
On the animated Justice League.
Yeah.
The DC
Yeah.
fandom had a lot of stuff that they talked about on that thing. On that virtual event that they did for DC
Oh, yeah?
fandom.
I haven't watched it yet.
They showed the trailer for the new The Batman with Robert Pattinson. They showed
Hashtag not my Batman.
they showed like it actually looks kind of interesting though.
Yeah.
And they actually showed a little teaser for the Flash movie, and Michael Keaton is coming back as Batman on it. So excited for that because I love him as Batman.
Dude, talking about Robert Pattinson makes me think of Kristen, right? Because of like
She's in the
the
Diana
Twilight
movie.
thing. Yes, I just saw the preview for that. I was like, does this chick seem familiar? And then I saw the name flash
Or
across the
Spencer.
screen. I was like,
Spencer. Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute. You're having one of the shittiest actresses I've seen since Jennifer What's Her Face trying to play the savior. You know, once
Oh,
upon a
Jennifer
time.
Morrison.
Yes. And like you're making her play Diana? Like,
Yeah. I mean, Emma Corrin was amazing as Diana in season 4 of The Crown. But I don't.
I started from season 1. I'm watching it with a friend, so it's gonna take forever for me to get to season 4.
Season 4 is awesome. Probably the best
Yeah.
season of the show.
I'm
Well,
really
aside from, I
partial
mean,
to
the
the
first
first
two,
two
I like the
seasons.
first 2 seasons. I'd say 1, 2, and 4 are probably my favorites, just because 3
I
was,
never finished
eh.
3.
3 was okay, but
Yeah.
the first 2 were good because Matt Smith.
Mhm.
And the 4th one
Amen.
was just Diana.
The
It was
Smith
introducing
ass.
Diana, and so it was the true 80s, like,
Mhm.
you know, Charles Diana stuff, and then
Right.
Margaret Thatcher comes on, and Gillian Anderson is Margaret Thatcher, and so it's just a really good season.
Mhm.
And Candace Patton was doing all the news
But yeah.
flashes on the DC
I was like,
fandom.
what the
So
fuck?
like she was talking like anytime they had the
Oh.
little news flashes in between, Candace Patton was doing them. And we're getting the
She is
gold.
queen.
She is, right? And we're getting the gold boots on the Flash suit. Grant Gustin is so freaking excited. He's wanted that for so long, and his dream is coming true.
Dude, I saw like gold boots on a Flash suit like come across as one of my notifications because Paige, like that was one of the titles of one of Paige's videos. I was like, no way, that's awesome. Clear, because I was at work, I wasn't gonna watch the video.
Right, like.
But I was like, that's
like,
great
because
news. Okay.
They had Grant Gustin like on, you know, video, and one of the hosts was talking to him, and then he like said that he's wanted that for a long time, and then they reveal it, and so he's getting it, and it's awesome.
That's
So, yeah.
awesome.
And they showed like behind the scenes stuff for like the next Shazam movie, and like the second Aquaman and things
Mhm.
like that.
And Black Adam.
Yes, the Black Adam looks
Mhm.
good. I'm so excited because Pierce
Okay.
Brosnan is going to be Dr. Fate and I love him. So and yeah. But anyway,
Okay.
so-
So the movie, or were you thinking Black Adam?
wait, what?
You said, oh, you said there's going to be another Shazam movie, or were you talking about
There's
Black
going to
Adam?
be another Shazam movie called Fury of the
Okay.
Gods. I'll be right
Okay.
back. Sorry.
Okay. Mom! But yeah, no, the show, I thought that it was really interesting how they made it seem like Zari was totally okay with um Constantine just leaving,
Anyway, yeah.
and how she just like absorbed herself into like dress up and everything.
Mhm.
Like, I was basically saying how I think they did good trying to hide Zari's feelings
Oh
towards
yeah.
Constantine leaving,
Hmm.
and
I just
uh
hope we get to see the other Zari again.
not an episode 2.
I just mean like eventually, in this.
Yeah, I mean, technically Nate has date night like what, once or twice a month.
Yeah,
So
I just love
we'll get
them.
to see her off and on. I
Like
know.
that's the reason
But
that
I
I
will
stick
give
with
you a
it is
hint.
because I love Zari and Nate. I mean,
Right?
I like Sarah and Ava
Okay.
too, but
Yeah. They were actually like, they were good in episode 1.
mhm.
I full on kind of found them adorable in episode 2.
Okay.
And I'll give you a hint about Zari. Let's just say she might not be completely uh let's see, completely stuck up next week, in the next episode. Yeah.
She gonna be high.
Dude, she puts on Zari's shirt.
She puts on what?
Zari's shirt.
Oh.
The fucking red and black plaid,
Oh wow.
walking around in sweatpants and a sweatshirt on over it, just like, hey.
Oh my gosh. She's really taking
Yeah.
it hard.
Yeah. Yeah. But you kind of like got that hint at the end of the episode, where like she stays in the house and her
Yeah.
brother's like, yeah, I left you some gummies, man. She takes full effect of the gummies.
Yeah.
Not for the whole episode, but just enough to get a taste.
Yeah. They also talked about
It's funny.
Batwoman on that fandom too. So like the girl who's playing Batwoman currently, and then the one who's Alice, like they're gonna team up in the new season.
Are they still trying to find Ruby Rose's character?
I don't know if they are anymore, but
I'm pretty sure that's what season 2 was all about. They was trying to find Ruby Rose's character.
I just
Kate,
know that,
right?
Yeah, Kate.
We're trying to find Kate.
Yeah. It sounded like from the new season. I don't know if they were doing that anymore, but I'm
I'm surprised that they want to team up, because King Alice killed Batwoman's mom. Like, the minute like they finally got enough money to move into a new apartment that would be better for themselves, yeah. And so they bought the apartment, right? They move in, and there's Alice worker, like part of the gang, Alice's gang, squatting in the room, in the place, and like Alice walks in, and like they shoot and leave her mom dead and beat the shit out of her and leave her on the.
Oh wow.
Like, so she spent the entire second season trying to kill Alice. You're telling me they're teaming up? Like, what? Well, I actually haven't finished season 2, so I'm not entirely sure if she spent the entire season, but
And did
did
you see the Armageddon trailer for the 5-episode Flash event?
No, I've been avoiding.
It looks good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
The trailer's on the CW channel on YouTube.
mm. Okay. So what do you about the key? Like, what's the real reason behind the key? Do you think is what Bayrod said?
Wait, what did he say again? I forgot. um
She was there to help her mourn or like get over it or whatever. You know, because it gave her a place to go and be by herself and let things go.
for
Like, do you
Zari?
think that's the real reason yeah, for Zari, do you think that's the real reason Constantine gave her the key? Or do you think that he knew that the legends would need a hideout? Or
I think he knew that the legends would need a hideout, probably.
like, was he the episode? Okay, because I watched the episode without watching the finale. So I don't know what mindset he was in.
Okay. I think
So I have no context for the key.
Oh, I'm trying to remember the finale. I think it was kind of a combination of both, maybe, because I think he was looking out for Zari because he really did truly love her and care about her. But I think at the same time, he was also like, okay, well, the legends are probably going to need help again, because they always do. And so he probably was like also leaving it for them as like a way for them to have somewhere to go.
Yeah.
But I could be totally wrong.
I mean, I don't think we'll ever really find out,
I mean, I don't know when we're going to see his new character. Like, I don't know how many episodes into the new season we're going to see him. So, yeah.
Oh, I think we're going to see him next week. I think that's almost a given based on what happened in last night's episode. It's almost a given. We'll see him next week.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So
yeah, I'll watch last night's episode like tomorrow or something, or this week.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah. So it's just, I don't know, like, I did enjoy this episode.
Yeah,
the premiere. I enjoyed it.
It was good.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there's oh my gosh. And then, wait, so then when Gary, when she's like, you have to eat the body because of the because of her being all into the true crime podcast and stuff, and she's like, do it, eat him. And then he turns into the alien.
Yeah. And then slurp. Oh, poor guy is having indigestion every time he hears the name. It's hilarious.
Oh, geez.
Oh Lord.
But yeah, like, I mean, I enjoyed it. There's still some things, of course, that it's never gonna be as good as it was.
No. Yeah.
Before Ray left. Like,
yeah. And it's not gonna be as good as it was before Bayrod.
Right. Like, it's never gonna be the way that it was when they were on there.
Because, or when he wasn't.
Yeah, and when he wasn't. Because, like, he's getting better slowly.
Yeah.
But it's just hard when, like, a character isn't really enjoyable to watch, to, like, enjoy the show, because especially if they're, like, really prominent in the show.
Yeah, when he's only there to yeah.
Like, there's been other shows that I've
all
watched.
The time.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, he wasn't in this episode. And he actually had some good things to say in this episode. But and like I said, he's slowly getting better. It was kind of like it was with Kelly. I mean, Kelly's to the point on Supergirl where I'm fine with her. Like, I don't have any issues with her right now. Her and Alex have a child, are going to foster this girl, and they're going to adopt her. She's going to be theirs. So you did call it. And like, and we both kind of did, but Yeah,
Right.
and then next week's episode, Alex is trying to propose to her, but work keeps getting in the way. So maybe we'll get a wedding in the finale. I don't know. But
I would not be opposed to that at all.
like I was saying in the Supergirl review when I was doing it yesterday, I'm like, I just want Alex to be happy. And if she's happy with Alex and with Kelly, then I'm happy for her. Kat,
Right.
what is your problem? You want to go out and then I let you out and then you want to come in and you claw at my door. Come on, go.
Well, I think we pretty much covered everything. Yeah.
I think so too. Yeah, I'll make sure to get the second episode watched within the next few days.
Okay. We can probably do the review within the next few days.
Yeah. When's your next day off?
Oh, tomorrow. But
okay.
I get off early on the weekend. We can do it then.
Oh, you get off early? That's good.
Mm-hmm. So I guess
until next time,
always stay true
to who you are.